What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. Today at 6 p.m. Eastern Time from Virginia, Wallops Island, they will be launching an Electron rocket. And they're saying from North Georgia to Maine, you should be able to see some pretty vibrant colors in the sky tonight. They say the rocket will look like a fiery streak shooting through the sky and may generate unusual atmospheric events, such as green or violent spherical clouds. Anyways, today I got a couple clips. The first one's gonna show someone escaping the courtroom. Happened a couple days ago, and this guy's actually a suspect in a murder. Another inmate was killed in the California Department of Corrections. We also got a story about a California party mom who ended up getting some bad paperwork and got jumped in jail. So if you enjoy this type of content, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out the playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today.
Eddie Villalobos. In April 2021, authorities say, Villalobos stabbed to death a family member in Cornelius. Later that same day, we're told, Villalobos badly injured a second person in Wilsonville before police tracked him down and arrested him.
Eddie Jr., 28 years old, is charged with murder. He's going in the courtroom today for jury selection. You'll see him in street clothes, blue shirt, black slacks, and that's typical when it comes to murder cases. A lot of defendants will get the option to wear street clothes. Be more presentable, I guess you could say, in front of the jury. And another thing per Oregon law is you have to remove all the cuffs from the inmate. And I don't know if that's in every state, but that's just what it said in the article. A lot of people are probably going to watch a clip and say to themselves, why'd they take all the cuffs off? Well, that's why. I mean, you are innocent until proven guilty, right? What's the point of putting on street clothes? They're just going to keep the shackles on. There's no audio, but I'll try to chime in here for you. Taking off, looks like the waist chains and the handcuffs. He's got cuffs on his feet. Ain't too many people in there for murder jury trial selection. So he's gonna take the employee's exit when he leaves the courtroom right here. They're gonna show an angle. Right here, I believe, is the employee's exit. I think it might be some stairs, maybe. Look at this girl right here, man. Exact time as she gets to the door. What kind of timing is that? Hey, guy's a little smart though. He threw a door behind him. That kicked in a couple seconds of delay. And then look at the timing on this one. Just magically going up the stairs right when homeboy's running through the gates. Everybody, there's all kinds of little, obstacles for him. Courthouse is that way, bro. You ain't catching him. Once he made that door, you ain't catching him. Bring out the choppers and the dogs. That's the only chance you got. Oh, that's the staff-only door. Okay. I don't think he gives a shit about staff-only. Now, did he get away? Is he still on the run?
This is craziness. The whole downtown is just chaos.
Chaos in downtown Hillsborough Monday. On the ground and from the air, law enforcement from all over look for a murder suspect who escaped from the Washington County Courthouse.
It says after a roughly 2-hour manhunt, police arrested him in a Hillsborough apartment where a neighbor called 911 to report they heard someone trying to break in.
Oh my God, that was so close right there. But I kept hearing the door open and closing and open and closing.
Look, a lot of people don't understand the seriousness of these escapees. You know, I've never escaped from a jail, prison, or a courtroom, but I have ran from the police on numerous occasions. I promise you this, there was times when I was on probation and I knew if I got caught, I wasn't coming home for 20 years. So trust me when I say this, I will, and most people will, do anything to not get caught. Even if that means breaking into your house with 7 kids in it, trying to hide in the pantry, it doesn't matter. That was my thought process back in the day. So just imagine what these guys are thinking that are facing murder or already been sentenced to prison for life, then escapes. Trust me, they ain't got nothing to lose. So if you happen to ever be in the rare situation of being around a prison escapee, jail escapee, anything along those lines, stay the hell away from them.
Today's priority was capturing Villalobos. Law enforcement set up a perimeter and, thanks to a tip from the public, tracked Villalobos to an apartment near Southeast 4th and Baseline.
Deputies entered the apartment and located Eddie Jr. hiding in a closet underneath a blanket. Damn, had him shucked up in the corner, didn't they? But now, even though this guy probably doesn't care, you know, he's facing murder, this guy added a few more felonies to his record, some breaking and enterings, and escape. Running out the courtroom and jumping in that person's closet is probably gonna be the last thing he sees of the streets. If I were to guess, you know, I don't know. Murder and all these other felonies, man, he's gonna be gone for a long time. Quick story coming out of Pleasant Valley State Prison. At 10:43 a.m. on Friday, March 10th, an officer found Dorian lying unresponsive in a recreation yard with what appeared to be injuries. An inmate manufactured weapon was recovered at the scene. Staff quickly initiated life-saving measures and summoned emergency services to transport him to an on-site medical facility for treatment, where he was pronounced deceased at 11:13 a.m. Charles Goting has been identified as the alleged suspect. He was sentenced June 28, 2021 to serve life without the possibility of parole for attempted first-degree murder. Dorian, 39, was sentenced from Orange County on August 30th, 2019 to serve 5 years for 2 counts of first-degree robbery. It's usually one or two things when it comes to stabbings in prison. It was personal or it was planned. I really don't know with this situation, but if I were to guess, since it's coming from California and the politics and structure are pretty high, then there's a very good chance that it was on purpose. But who knows? I've had people on the channel tell stories of guys getting into personal disputes even out there in California to spur the moment. Next up, we got Shannon O'Connor, the 49-year-old who police allege invited 14 and 15-year-olds to wild parties with their sons behind her husband's back in their $5 million mansion in Los Gatos. They say allegedly she gave 15 minors access to alcohol, full run of the house, and encouraged them to have sex, according to court documents. At one party, she allegedly handed a drunk boy a condom and shoved him in a room with a 14-year-old girl. O'Connor faces 39 criminal charges, including sexual abuse, sexual battery, child endangerment, and giving alcohol to minors, stemming from the parties she allegedly hosted at her home. Look, when I was in high school, I remember going to plenty of house parties where the parents were there drinking, having fun with everybody. There were some where the mom was rather attractive, and rumors spread later on down the road that your homeboy might have tapped that jang. So I mean, if I seen it, I can only imagine how many other people seen it. There are some cool parents out there that will party and get down with everybody, but sometimes going a little too far is too far. Now, what happened to this girl is actually a question a lot of people ask. Is it the same for females with dirty paperwork? Do they get jumped in jail or anything like that if the inmates find out? The article reveals that a pack of 5 female inmates inside an Elmwood Correctional Facility allegedly attacked O'Connor in a vicious beating. They allegedly beat O'Connor with their hands and feet for 16 seconds before the deputies broke up the brawl. Why would 5 girls want to jump her if I were to guess? The paperwork, you know, I mean, it's dealing with minors. And it doesn't matter where you're at, man. People don't like that stuff. This is the house, though, that she was having the soirees at behind her man's back. She must have had a mean cleanup game because she let them kids get full range at the crib. One thing's for sure and 2 things for certain. As soon as she get hemmed up, I'm throwing me my own personal party after all that lying behind my back. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you happen to go to jail with some bad paperwork, this is what you can be expecting. A pack of ravenous women or men attacking you. Stay tuned, I got plenty more content coming your way, interviews, more reactions, more prison documentaries. But in the meantime, I salute every last one who's been supporting me since the beginning, and everybody who's just now joining the lockdown compound. Y'all bees be safe, and stay free.